What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another BFR. Game 49 at the Winnipeg Jets, and on February 14th at 8 p.m. a Valentine's Day game. The Hawks come out on top, spread the love by winning 3-1. They move to 18, 24, and 7. They get outshot 32-24, out-hit 23-20, and they lose in the face-off dot 26-16. Both teams go 0 for 1 in the power play. Fleury with an incredible performance yet again, saves 31 out of 32. Hellebuck saves 21 out of 23. Prior to this game, Connolly was in, Kurashev was out, Gustafsson was in, Galvis was out. And then Christian Reichel was playing with the Winnipeg Jets. He's the cousin of Blackhawks prospect Lucas Reichel, played a few games this year, and his father, and so he's the cousin. And his father, not Lucas Reichels, but Christian Reichels, also played in the NHL. So family right there at the family tree going for hockey. So to start off the game, it wasn't a very eventful game until the third. So the Hawks were shooting early, better than the last game where they didn't shoot at all. Scheifele chance just missed. Gustafsson hit the big hit on Dubois. Hawks were controlling play early, but at 8:52, it's a Chicago penalty to Murphy, for hooking, which would be killed. Lafferty breakaway was stopped. Big hit Stanley on Entwistle. Murphy saves a goal. The puck was in the crease in the blue paint, and he was able to sweep it away. Wheeler and Fleury collide. Both were fine. Kopp nearly had a point-blank chance. He missed it. And we go to the second period. As I said, not much in the first. And in the second period, there's even less than in the first. At 16:27, there's a Winnipeg penalty to Tominato for tripping, which would be killed. Lowry had a shorthanded breakaway that was saved. Two players collided at center. I couldn't tell who it was, and they never mentioned it, but I just saw it in the corner of my eye. At Whistle and Seth Jones 2-on-1 missed. Seth Jones then hits the post. Slavin nearly gets it. Slavin had an excellent game. If you want to pinpoint my MVP of this game, Slavin was creating opportunities. Even though he didn't get on the board, he could have had 2 or 3 goals tonight, or last night, I should say. Jets had too many men uncalled. Slavin just missed again, and then Kubalik was angry and he missed a chance. The puck was in the slot. He smashed his stick on the boards. Hawks pressure 3-on-2 for Winnipeg fizzled out, and there was a Jet hurt on the play following. And you couldn't tell who it was, but they said that he went back to the locker room. I'm pretty sure he came back because I didn't see there wasn't anything injury update for the rest of the game. Kane missed a wide open net after he scores at 9:39. It's a Chicago goal from Patrick Kane. It went 5-hole. His 12th of the season from McCabe and Doc to make it 1-0. So Kane gets a goal. Nearly had a second one, but misses a wide open net. And we go to the third, where chaos was early in the third. Fast chances on both sides. Doc breakaway, but couldn't get the shot off. Slavin again nearly scores on a wraparound, and then a minute later, Lowry then nearly scores on a wraparound. Several scrambles were in front of the Jets' net, and then the Hawks were pressuring, but Doc had another breakaway that was saved. Then there's a crazy bounce off Murphy off a shot. Looks like a harmless shot toward the net, and Scheifele is right there on the doorstep. Fleury is a wide open net. He has no chance to get over to it. And at 13:43, it's a Winnipeg goal to Mark Scheifele, his 14th of the season from Wheeler and Schmidt to make it 1-1. Nate Schmidt having a comeback year in Winnipeg after a down year in Vancouver. Good to see him getting back into his game. Connor then had a chance. Then the amazing glove save from Fleury on that chance. Fleury absolutely came out of the paint to face Connor head on and nearly probably stretched as far as he could to make the glove save with his glove hand. Stasny had a chance that just missed. The Jets had all the momentum since the goal. Then at 10:18, that goes the other way. It's a Chicago goal from Alex DeBrincat, an absolute snipe, his 28th of the season, unassisted to make it 2-1. And that pretty much ended the game, although you didn't know it yet. There's still 10 minutes left in the game. That pretty much ended the game. Entwistle nearly had a wraparound. Kopp then nearly had a wraparound. Jets pulled the goalie at 2 minutes, and the Jets had looking the most dangerous they had all game with 6 skaters out on the ice. And Slavin and Kubalik, a 2-on-1 was stopped prior to the empty net. And then Fleury decides he's going to go for the shot, and Fleury shoots it. It gets deflected, so it doesn't make it there. It gets to Kane. Kane passes up to Hagel. Hagel shoots it right into the net, and I didn't write the number there. My apologies. I just went to look and to make sure I wrote it down. That was Brandon Hagel's 14th on the season, and so Hagel gets number 14 from Kane and Fleury, who gets an assist. And so that's always fun when a goalie gets a point. And if Fleury was going for the goal, it's one of the only things on his resume that he doesn't have. Won the Cup 3 times, been to the final 5 times, not to mention conference final, more than that. And the list can go on and on about stuff that he's done in the league. And then in the remaining seconds, Scheifele holds on to Caleb Jones with no penalty, but that's about it, and that's pretty much how the game would end, as the Hawks win 3-1 over Winnipeg. Much better second period. That's probably their best second period they've had since Christmas. And not much change in the standings either. Pittsburgh moves to the top of the Metropolitan, while Carolina, the Rangers, and Pittsburgh keep switching. Other than that, no change. Trade rumors, Hawks say to give away Hagel, they'll need a first-round pick and a prospect, a high prospect, which I think is absurd, but on Hagel's contract and the way he's playing, $1.5 million for 3 years, and he's got almost, I think he might have 30 points now, and not even 50 games, so Hagel's having a great year. And we'll see if anyone actually takes up that offer. Other news around the league, Tyler Toffoli was traded to Calgary. Good pickup for Calgary, making them one of the most dangerous teams up front. They gave away a prospect, Tyler Pitlick, a first and a fifth rounder, the first this year, the fifth rounder next year. So trade deadline moves have officially started. We'll be covering all the Blackhawks ones here on the whiteboard for the channel. And we'll cover any other smaller ones around the league. I can list them off during the videos whenever I hear word of them. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. Hawks win. Always fun when that happens, but that's all I have for you guys today. Goodbye.